If you went to a grammar school, you'll know why they're called grammar schools, because of Latin grammar and all those hours you spent doing verbs and declining nouns and learning about tenses and all the rest of it. In my case, for Latin, ancient Greek and French. Did it do me any good? Not really, but it has enabled me to write this little piece called The Grammar of Life. I am Adam, first person singular. You are daughters of Eve, second person plural. My mother is always giving me gifts, present continuous. We once had a marvellous holiday we couldn't fault, past perfect. If I had more money, I would buy something to put on my hair after I'd shampooed it. Conditional. British women and American women use different words when referring to the end of the menopause. Period. Full stop. My father had bowel cancer. He had surgery to remove part of his large intestine. Semicolon. Poverty is theft. Quotation marks. My mother-in-law will spend Christmas with us. Future tense. On his way to court, the prosecution barrister carried all the evidence against the defendants in a special container. Accusative case. Although I pleaded not guilty to all the charges against me, the Crown Prosecution Service's barrister called 6 different witnesses, all of whom perjured themselves by swearing on oath that they'd seen me go into the bank wearing a pair of women's tights over my head, so they can't possibly have been able to see who it was. And anyway, I had a rock-solid alibi, as loads of other people saw me singing "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life" on the main stage at the Ukulele Festival at exactly the same time as the alleged bank robbery, and what's more, none of the fingerprints nor the DNA on the gun matched mine. But in spite of this total lack of any credible evidence whatsoever, the jury took just 20 minutes to find me guilty, and the judge announced that he was sending me to prison for 15 years. A very long sentence. Luckily, my appeal was successful, and after I was released, I got a temporary job which involved working as a junior assistant in Santa's workshop. Subordinate clause. My cousin, who had been unemployed for months, also got a job in the same Santa's workshop. Relative clause. Mankind has succeeded in cleaving a small fissure in the endlessness of the space-time continuum. We have dared to boldly split infinity.